Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is OHLEEN. I've just finished filming my review on the facial products I've been using to moisturize my skin and all that good stuff, so make sure you check that out below. It's featuring with.OHLEEN, CeraVe and Ren. In this video I'm showing you my makeup routine, which I have pimped up my makeup bag, and I think I've got one or two things to share with you. I'm going to start with my edges because I get a lot of questions about my edges, and I do think I do it in a pretty cool way because of the kind of hair that I have. So let's jump straight into it so we don't waste any time. For my edges I need four products. 1, 2, 3 and 4, which is just a piece of tights. Of course I don't use those tights, that's why they have been butchered. I start with the foam to soften the hair so that it's more manipulatable. Of course I could just press a line of foam, but I find that puts too much, so I do little dots of foam. For spreading I use the back so that it doesn't pull out unnecessary hair from the braid, making the hair age faster, so I always spread using the back. With the foam, don't force hair out of the braid just so you can get those edges, because again you're making your hair age faster unnecessarily. I only take a small amount of hair, that which is already loose, and play with that. Next up, when the foam, the white parts of the foam have disappeared, I take my got to be glued lasting freeze and I put that on top. The foam only made the hair manipulatable, and so this is not going to stay for me. My hair does not stay, so I use this to blast it so that it freezes and stays in place. And this, I find, if you don't put too much, it doesn't leave that glazy effect. And there we go. Each time you do it, it will come out slightly different. I am just figuring this out too, so don't worry, it's not perfect. I'm also figuring out. You do need to put a good amount of foam so that the hair is wet, so that it will dry matte and just really press down. So I'm going to go in and put my band so that we can hold it down. I do this before my makeup so that it has time to dry, basically. And there you go, that's my edges done. I'm just going to leave it there whilst I do my makeup, the rest of my face. The trick in perfectly uninterrupted edges is, when you're taking this off, don't take it off this way or this way. Take it off downwards so that you're not lifting the hair. If you want to see how I do it exactly, just stay tuned until the end. To start off, I go in with my Fenty Beauty blotting powder. So I'm just going to go ahead and put my blotting powder on my face. And I'm going to just put that all around my T-zone to basically control oil. You can see that this part of my forehead is covered, obviously, with the band. Don't worry, we're going to use either the sponge or the brush at the end to just dab and add the foundation that's supposed to be there, because of course there's going to be a demarcation there, but it's not the end of the world, it's okay. We're going to blend all of that in. My Estee Lauder Double Wear in the color Deep Spice. The bottle doesn't come with a pump, so you have to pour it out, and instead of pouring it on the brush, I find it easier now to pour it on something. Obviously something plastic so that it doesn't absorb, something plastic or glass. Oh yeah, remember when I said kitted up, pimped up my makeup bag? These are new. These are Morphe brushes, which I got brand new off Depop. I made a video about that, so make sure you check that out below. But they're great. I'm sure this brush is meant for something else, but I love it for putting foundation on my face. It's really good for just lightly putting everything on all over, but for that most airbrushed look, perfect, fine, blended, you need to go in with a sponge, and that's what I'm going to do. My sponge is damp, and it's quite damp because it's got a lot of work to do. Next up, what I'm using for my eyebrows is the Sleek Microfine Brow Pencil. It's not the best, but I was in Boots and I couldn't be bothered to walk over to MAC, and this is significantly cheaper. I know MAC do a better version of this, but hey ho. Make sure to do this step after you've filled in the brow in case you've missed some parts. Now that everything is penciled in, let's conceal. So this is the 420 concealer by Fenty Beauty. and this is how it looks. And this is like a natural glow, a very natural glow with no foundation. I can blend this in and out with my fingers and it will be amazing. This is lighter for a more makeup look. Not unnatural, but it's just a bit more oomph. And this is the 385, okay? I don't know if you can see the very slight difference. The top one is the 420, the bottom one is the lighter one, which is the 385. It's a very small difference, but it makes a big difference actually. I'm just gonna blend them together. Since I'm really going for a lighter look today, a full face makeup look, I'm gonna add more of the 385. Using the same color I used to conceal, I'm going to do my eyebrow. Because I was doing a little experiment for you guys, I am going to do the same thing on this side, which is mixing these two colors, but normally I just use one of the two. Place the product at the bottom below the line that you're trying to achieve and then blend up. I'm going to do my T-zones with concealer now. I have a mustache problem, so I go in just here and here as well with some concealer. For my contouring, I go in with my espresso matchstick from Fenty Beauty. You have to brush this on. You probably see from my style, I avoid harsh lines because it's just a lot more work in terms of blending in. I tend to brush my products on instead of drawing lines of them on. It's just less work. Now that everything that requires blending is done, I'm going to go in with my Retouch setting powder, yes, by Fenty Beauty as well. Another recent addition, which I'm very happy about. I am learning. I'm not a pro when it comes to eyeshadows, but I'm certainly loving this palette. It's so beginner friendly. The colors are not intimidating at all. You just want to put all of them on your face. I want a bit of depth, so I'm gonna go in with a darker color on my crease. I'm happy with that. So under my eye, just to maintain that line here, which the eyeshadow has kind of gone over, I'm gonna put a little bit more concealer to keep that line. Basically, foundation's done, my eyes are done, I'm happy with them. I'm gonna do eyeliner and then the last minute touches and then my lips. Now for my favorite part of this whole process, it is my Hourglass Dim Light Ambient powder. This powder, I use it as, you know, the same way people use that glowing powder, the golden powder. I use this to just lighten certain areas. I'm going to spray my setting spray first before I put that on because I want it on top. Okay. Lip first. I find that my lipsticks go on better with my finger. I just have better control to not put too much and to not go over the lines. And I like quite bright colors, so they have to go on okay-ish so that it doesn't look crazy. I left this for the end. I decided to leave it for the end because it's my favorite part. So just dab and go in. Again, this brush is so perfect for making sure you have control. And this powder is so gentle in terms of the way it highlights. It's nothing too much or unnatural looking. Well, at least to me anyway. Now for the moment of truth, now that the face is done, we're gonna check on our edges. Now remember what I said, you always pull it downwards. Keep holding it at the back so it doesn't, you know, it's gonna try and come undone. And then just put it down. There's some white stuff because I didn't wait for the foam to dry up, but it's okay. We can go in there with some foundation. I'm pretty happy with this final look, so here we go. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video, and that's probably going to be about styling, so check out the link below for that as well. Consider subscribing if you haven't already subscribed. If you have, thank you for watching. I love you and thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support, and I will see you in my next video.